What's up guys, my name is Brandon and oh man, the AirPods 2 rumors just keep on coming. I am super excited for the AirPods 2 and I think you guys are going to be even more excited after watching this video. So today we're going to be talking about some new rumors surrounding the AirPods 2, including a new but maybe disappointing release date, improved audio quality, new colors, and more. And if you guys did miss my last leaks and rumors video about the AirPods 2, I will leave that linked up in the cards and down in the description below. Alright, so anyways, on to today's video. So today we're going to be taking a look at a report from My Smart Price. Now, they do have a pretty good track record. It's not perfect. They did have some things in the past, some rumors in the past that did not actually come to fruition, but they have been accurate in the past when it comes to Apple products. So still take everything with a small grain of salt, but just know that the source is not just a random source. They have predicted things in the past. So according to this report from My Smart Price, the overall look of the AirPods 2 will look exactly the same as the first gen AirPods. Now, just because they're going to look the same doesn't mean they're going to be exactly the same all around. Because in this report, it suggests that the AirPods 2 will have a grippier finish than the original AirPods. And it says that they're going to achieve this by having a new coating all around the AirPods, and the feel is going to be similar to what the back of the Pixel 3 feels like. So yeah, it's really interesting that they compared this to the Pixel 3, because I don't know if you guys have felt the back of the Pixel 3. It is a little bit grippy. It's still a little bit slippery though, so I don't think it's going to make a huge difference, but it will make a huge difference if we have that grippy coating on the inside of the AirPods, especially when you sweat and things like that. They do get really slippery, so I think that this could be great for the AirPods 2. A very small detail that can make a big difference. And the grippiness won't just help with them falling out of your ears, it will also help when you just hold them right here. So sometimes they're a little bit slippery when you hold them, especially if your hands are wet, if you've been working out or anything like that. They're a little bit slippery and they can just fall out of your hands pretty easily. So to have some extra grip on here would be really nice, and that's what this rumor in this report does suggest. And of course, we could have that grippy coating on the actual AirPods case itself as well. Now, I know some people are going to be mad that the AirPods 2 are going to look very similar to the AirPods 1, actually pretty much exactly the same as the AirPods 1, but my take on that is that they fit most people's ears. Most people do not have any issue with the AirPods, the original AirPods, so I think if it's not broken, don't fix it. And I also think that when the AirPods are actually in your ear and just the look of them aesthetically, from other people's point of view, it's not like they look outdated or anything like that. It's not like an iPhone with a home button and now iPhones have no home button, so the old iPhones look dated. That's not the case with the AirPods. These still look very modern, even though they came out years ago. It's not like they look outdated, so I don't think there's really any reason to update the overall design of the AirPods, at least not yet. But next year in 2020 is likely when we'll see a complete redesign of the AirPods. Now, we're also expecting the AirPods 2 to have improved audio quality, and this is pretty much a given. We would kind of expect this. It's like upgrading the chipset in the iPhone, so the audio quality will be better on the AirPods 2. And I know in my original review video for the AirPods, I said the sound quality wasn't that great, but the sound quality is good. I mean, for what the AirPods are, for how small they are and everything, it's actually great audio quality for what they are. Overall, the audio quality is good, but I think with the AirPods 2, it could be great. And you can see right here, according to this report, Apple has made some changes on the inside to allow for more impressive bass response. So bass is definitely an area where the AirPods do lack. You don't really hear much bass at all, so I'm excited to see how much better the bass is with the AirPods 2. Now, there isn't really a lot of room to work with on the AirPods. I mean, we have such a small form factor that Apple's going to have to do a lot of tweaking on the internal components of the AirPods to get these, better bass and just better audio quality. And also, if we have the improved health features, the new health features with the AirPods, that's also going to take a lot of tweaking on the inside because again, there's not much room to work with. It's not like they're going to make the buds much bigger than they are this year or anything like that. It's all going to be done internally. Now, of course, the downside for so much tweaking of the internal components of the AirPods means that we're probably going to have a price increase. And we're going to talk about that at the end of this video. But now let's move on to the most exciting part of this report, and that's that the AirPods 2 will be coming in a black colorway. That's right. So finally, everybody pretty much after the AirPods 1 were released, maybe like a week after, people were wishing they had black AirPods because, some dirt would show up on the actual AirPods themselves and in the case. You would see the wax really easily and, they wouldn't really look the best in your ears because they really stood out. And there was so much hype for black AirPods that the company Colorware actually started selling different color codes for AirPods for $300. And people had black AirPods, they were willing to pay $300 extra on top of the $159 just to get black AirPods. So the demand was definitely there, so I'm glad that Apple is actually implementing a new colorway into the second generation AirPods. I just think that the black AirPods will look a lot more sleek, not even just in your ears, but just in the case and just opening them up and having them on top of your iPhone, that's a black or space gray iPhone. It's just gonna look so so much better. They're gonna look so much stealthier, especially if you're like a girl with black hair or dark hair and your ears cover it. You're not gonna really see the AirPods in your ears. It's not gonna be as obvious and pronounced as it was with the white, on your skin and in your ears. And if you guys haven't seen the renders or the mock-ups of the black AirPods already, just take a look at the screen. I mean, these black AirPods are so beautiful, and I really hope that Apple either does them as black gloss or matte black, or even having both as an option, like with the iPhone 7 with the matte black and the jet black. I don't really think that's gonna happen, but it's still a possibility that I would like to see. So yeah, when these do go up for pre-order, definitely expect the black ones to sell out super quick. Now when it comes to the release date of the AirPods 2, this is likely the part of the video where you're going to be disappointed. Because according to two very reliable sources in BuzzFeed and OnLeaks, Apple is not going to be announcing the AirPods 2 at the March 2019 event like pretty much everybody expected. So let's first look at the report from BuzzFeed. You can see the title, Apple Plans News Event for March 25th. So obviously after seeing that title, myself and most other people would get excited because it's an Apple event in March, and that almost always means new products. But then I started to get disappointed when I read more. So you can see here, they say, headlining the event is that subscription news service that has been all over the news today. Unlikely to make an appearance, next generation AirPods, or that rumored new iPad mini. Apple has long held product events in March, so it's hardly a surprise it has planned another one for 2019. That said, sources said there is a small chance the final date could shift a bit, given the level of publisher pushback the company is getting over the revenue sharing terms of the so-called Netflix for News service that it hopes to debut. So yeah, it looks like this event is really going to be focused on that new subscription news service, but still, this doesn't really add up. Apple never only just talks about one thing for an entire event, so this is still kind of up in the air to me. I mean, I know it's a very reliable source in BuzzFeed, but still, it seems very odd for Apple to do something like this. So while BuzzFeed is very reliable, I think there is still a very good chance we could see the AirPower mat and also the wireless charging case for the AirPods announced at this event. Because the report never said anything about those two products, and both of them are, relatively small products that Apple could just announce at an event that's not really related to anything. And just to further the delay of the AirPods 2, prominent leaker OnLeaks also posted this on Twitter today. Some AirPods 2 details I got from a new and yet unconfirmed but seemingly reliable source, thus I can't vouch these at 100%. So take these with a grain of salt, but he said that new wireless charging AirPods case to be launched soon, but shipped with current AirPods. And then he said that brand new AirPods, aka the AirPods 2, plus new colors likely unveiled this fall. So while there is still a chance we get the AirPods 2 before the fall, it does seem unlikely if we don't get them at the March event. And the reason being is because Apple never holds a product-focused keynote from spring to fall. They literally have never done that before. Now, of course, Apple could do something brand new in 2019 and host a keynote sometime between spring and fall. They've never done this before, at least not a product-focused keynote, but they could do it for the first time in 2019. You never know. There are a lot of products to release. I mean, we have the iPad mini, we have the iPod Touch, we have the AirPods 2. Who knows what else Apple has up their sleeve? The iPhone SE 2 possibly. There's just a lot of products that could and probably should be released in 2019. So we'll have to wait and see on that, and I will let you guys know if anything further comes about the release date of the AirPods 2. Now, when it comes to the health features in the AirPods 2, there's more and more rumors surrounding this coming up, so I'm pretty sure that this is going to be happening with the AirPods 2. It's all but confirmed at this point that we're going to have some type of health monitoring feature inside of the AirPods 2, which is crazy because, again, we have such a small amount of space to work with. So Apple's going to do something with that small space, maybe a heart rate monitor or something like that. We don't really know exactly what yet, but this report also adds to that. You can see here they said, as some previous leaks had claimed, the AirPods 2 will include more sensors compared to its predecessor. These new sensors on the AirPods 2 will be used for new health features, including heart rate monitoring. So after reading that, it seems that we may even have more than one health feature included with the AirPods 2. So maybe not even just the heart rate monitor, maybe some kind of other feature to do with your ears, some kind of health feature with the ears. We don't really know yet, but it's going to be really exciting to see what Apple does. Now, in terms of battery life, the AirPods 2 are expected to have the exact same battery life as the AirPods 1. You can see here in the report, it says that the AirPods 2 will have around the same battery life since the battery size is said to be identical. Now, of course, this isn't a bad thing to me because the battery life on the AirPods 1 was great. I mean, obviously, I could go like 2 days at least without charging up my AirPods case, sometimes, 3 to 5 days without even charging my AirPods case, even after listening to them for hours, because as you guys know, the case actually charges the AirPods themselves. So, they last a long time with the battery inside of the case. And of course, we will also have the wireless charging case as well. Now, this is said to be a separate product as well for the original AirPods. So if you have the original AirPods, you're probably going to be able to buy the wireless charging case to use with those. Now, I'm not really sure if it's going to be worth it to do that or not. We'll have to see when it actually gets released and we talk about pricing and things like that. And speaking of the pricing, we're expecting the AirPods 2 to be priced somewhere around $200. And of course, that does cost a little bit more than the original AirPods, which of course were $159. But again, that's kind of to be expected with the amount of tweaking and, changing of the internals inside that small little speaker. I mean, you're going to have to charge more. There's a lot more manpower put into it, a lot more technology put into the actual AirPod itself, or AirPod itself, I should say. So it's kind of expected to have a small price bump. Now, I wouldn't expect it to go over $200. I think that if it went over $200, a lot of people would probably not buy them, especially those people who have the AirPods 1. If it goes over $200, I think a lot of people will just opt for the AirPods 1 over the AirPods 2. But the rumors do suggest it's going to be around $200, so hopefully it's just going to be $199. So those are the latest rumors on the upcoming AirPods 2. I'm super excited for the AirPods 2, especially now that I know they're going to be coming in black. That is just an amazing new change to the AirPods. I think they're going to sell even better than the first AirPods, which have sold like hotcakes. So if you're going to plan on getting the AirPods 2, definitely plan on staying up late to pre-order them when they do go live for pre-order. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the AirPods 2 down in the comment section below. Are you excited? Do you have the AirPods 1? Will you upgrade to the AirPods 2 if they're $200? Do you think it's going to be worth it to go from the AirPods 1 to the AirPods 2 for a whole another $200? Let me know what you guys think down there in those comments. And if you guys did enjoy the video and you are looking forward to the AirPods 2, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, and of course subscribe to stay tuned for the next leaks and rumors video on the AirPods 2, because I'm sure there are more leaks and rumors coming up before the actual event itself. So yeah, thanks again for watching the video, guys, and I'll see you soon. And that's great to hear, of course, because there it goes, it slipped out, and that's why we need a grippier coating.